Roll call vote, please.
Persick,
Here.
Kirby Hall,
Here.
Joe Van Dyne,
Here.
Evans,
Here.
Kerwin,
Here.
Larry Hall,
Here.
Tudor,
Here.
Studer. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Council, you have approval of the minutes for September 1st before you.
I'll make the motion to accept the minutes from September 1st again, placed by file.
A motion by Alderman Studer, do we have a second? Second by Alderman Evans. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Tudor,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Studer,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Larry Hall,
Yes.
Kerwin,
Yes.
Persick.
Yes.
All yes, motion passed.
Yep. All right, mayor's report. First item on the docket is what we discussed at the last council meeting regarding the resolution, which I will read to you guys. It's addressing the shortcomings and accuracies in the Tier 2 environmental assessment for the high-speed rail to the city of Wilmington. And it's requesting that any high-speed rail project maintain emergency personnel response time, ensure the safety of pedestrians, motor vehicle occupants, and rail passengers to preserve the economic vitality of the city of Wilmington. And whereas IDOT and the U.S. Department of Federal Railroad Administration, otherwise FRA, has submitted a Tier 2 environmental assessment of the proposed Kankakee River Bridge and track improvements, and have identified the build alternative as both agencies' preferred alternative for the Wilmington area portion of the Chicago to St. Louis high-speed rail program. And whereas the city has reviewed said environmental assessment and has found that the assessment fails to identify and address specific matters that would require either a grade separation or the no-build alternative. And whereas the environmental assessment fails to even address the grade separation, which indicates that not all safety considerations were reviewed in advocating the build alternative. And whereas little, if any, in-depth analysis or objective facts are demonstrated in the environmental assessment to establish the no-build alternative would not further the plan for high-speed rail. And whereas the build alternative is not consistent with the city of Wilmington's planning goals, as it does not include a high-speed rail station in Wilmington. And whereas the currently proposed construction plans involve elevating the railroad crossing with Kankakee Street to such an extent that businesses to the south of the crossing will lose their current access onto Kankakee Street if they are able to stay in business. And in place thereof will have barricade walls and stuff installed posing fire and emergency hazards. And whereas the assessment fails to address this issue and instead states that there would be no business impacts because of loss of parking or change in access. And whereas it's further planned to lower the speed limit over the crossing, which is indicative of attempting to reduce the safety hazard caused by the high-speed rail plans for the crossing, and which lowered speed plan will reduce the effectiveness of the Kankakee Street thoroughfare. And whereas the city of Wilmington is effectively divided by the north and south Kankakee River and is also divided by the east-west Union Pacific Railroad right-of-way, and whereas the city of Wilmington's emergency responders are all located southwest quadrant of the Kankakee River Union Pacific Railroad Division, and the addition of the currently planned construction for high-speed rail and additional train traffic will severely impact the timely provision of emergency aid portions of the city, and also increase the possibility of blockage of travel to the crossing for emergency responders. And whereas the currently designed plan for the railroad crossing at Kankakee Street can be revised to provide for a grade separation which will increase rail capacity and provide for uninterrupted flow, increase safety, enhance emergency response time, and reduce, if not eliminate, vehicle-train conflict and delay. Now therefore be resolved by the City Council of the City of Wilmington, Will County, and the city strongly supports the revision to the current high-speed rail plans for the crossing at Kankakee Street so as to include a grade separation, and in absence thereof, the city wholly supports a more thorough analysis by IDOT and FRA of the no-build option for the present crossing. Now therefore be further resolved that the mayor and city administrator, especially authorized in the name of the city of Wilmington, advocate for and advance the interests of the city and its residents as it relates to the rail crossing in Kankakee Street. So we got a motion for that resolution?
I've got that, Mayor. I move to approve resolution number 2015-10, a resolution addressing the shortcomings and inaccuracies in the Tier 2 environmental assessment for high-speed rail through the city of Wilmington and requesting that any high-speed rail project maintain emergency personnel response time, ensure the safety of pedestrians, motor vehicle occupants and rail passengers, and to preserve the economic vitality of the city of Wilmington.
A motion by Alderman Persick, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Tudor, any discussion? That was explained everything well enough. Got a roll call vote, please?
Persick,
Yes.
Tudor,
Yes.
Kerwin,
Yes.
Larry Hall,
Yes.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Studer,
Yes.
motion passed.
Thank you. Second item on the docket, you guys were just handed, as many as are well aware of, the Stanley Cup is coming to Wilmington, October 3rd. Still working out exactly details, but I know it's going to be the evening time. What we presented to you is kind of an overview on how this is going to work by working with the newly formed Blackhawk Society in regards to the Native American Educational Center, which a lot of the, I think all the proceeds of this is going to go towards, the development of that. As you'll see down below, there's going to be a limited number of tickets for sale. There'll be VIP tickets and everything else, and we've got specific dates on that. Just wanted to get this out to everybody. I think it's very exciting to have it come here. As we all know, that's probably, if not the most coveted trophy, it's definitely up there as far as when it comes to trophies for professional sports. So to be able to have it here, I believe the plan is when it leaves Morris, it's going to come here by helicopter. So we'll actually land it out there, I think, in the soccer field is what we're talking, and then bring it in that way. So I think it'll be kind of awesome to have that come here. So there'll be a limited number of VIP tickets as well as general admission tickets. We want to make sure everybody gets in there and it's an opportunity to see it. I believe we'll have professional photographers in there as well to take pictures for those people that want to take pictures with it. I think we're also looking to do some raffles too, some autographed paraphernalia from some of the players, so that'll be working on a lot of the details. And Tony and Jay Fleesy from the school district and their staff are working on putting all the details together, so I'll get this out there. So it's pretty exciting to see that come to the women. All right, that's all I have under the mayor's report. Next item is citizens' comments. Do you have any citizens' comments tonight? Steve, listen. Planning and Zoning Commission, their next scheduled meeting is set for Thursday, October 1st at 6 o'clock p.m. Committee reports, building grounds, health, parks, and safety, Alderman Persick, Alderman Van Dyne.
Mr. Mayor, the next scheduled meeting is Wednesday, October 14th, 2015 at 6:30 p.m.
Water, sewer, streets, and alleys, Alderman Studer, Alderman Kerwin.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 2015-11, a resolution for maintenance of streets and highways by municipality under the Illinois Highway Code.
Motion by Alderman Kerwin, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Persick. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Kerwin,
Yes.
Persick,
Yes.
Larry Hall,
Yes.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Tudor,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Studer,
Yes.
all yes, motion passed.
All right, number two, Mr. Mayor, I move to equipment purchases for the water treatment plant as quoted by Automatic Control Services in the amount not to exceed $14,095.
Motion by Alderman Kerwin, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Hall. Kirby Hall. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Kerwin,
Yes.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Persick,
Yes.
Larry Hall,
Yes.
Tudor,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Studer,
Yes.
all yes, motion passed.
The next scheduled meeting is Wednesday, October 14th at 5:30 p.m.
Police and ESTA Committee, Alderman Studer, Alderman Tudor.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 2015-12, a resolution adjusting the part-time police officer salaries.
Motion by Alderman Studer, do we have a second? Second by Alderman Kerwin. Any discussion?
What we end up,
Should be in there, I believe it was 21 to start, 23 after 3 years, and 25 after 5. Those guys do them? Yes. Great.
Page 19.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Studer,
Yes.
Kerwin,
Yes.
Persick,
Yes.
Larry Hall,
Yes.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Tudor,
Abstain?
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
7 yes, 1 abstain, motion passed.
Mr. Mayor, next scheduled meeting is Tuesday, October 13, 2015, at 5:30 PM.
All right, Finance Administration and Land Acquisition, Alderman Studer, Alderman Tudor. Please strike number 4 from the third committee report.
Okay, I move to approve the accounts payable report in the amount of $295,553.27 and the August 2015 collectors report in the amount of $346,503.85 as presented by the city accountant.
Motion by Alderman Studer, do we have a second? Second by Alderman Larry Hall. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Studer,
Yes.
Larry Hall,
Yes.
Persick,
Yes.
Kerwin,
Yes.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Tudor,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
all yes, motion passed.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the engagement letter and risk disclosure document for Bernardi Securities Incorporated for underwriting the refinancing of the general obligation bond series 2006A.
Motion by Alderman Studer, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Persick. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Studer,
Yes.
Persick,
Yes.
Kerwin,
Yes.
Larry Hall,
Yes.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Tudor,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
all yes, motion passed.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I move to approve ordinance number 15-09-15-01, an ordinance authorizing the issuance of general obligation refunding bonds, alternate revenue source, series 2015, in an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $750,000 for the purpose of refunding all or portions of the city's outstanding general obligation bonds, alternate revenue source, series 2006A, and paying for the costs related thereto pending legal review.
A motion by Alderman Studer, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Alderman Tudor. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Studer,
Yes.
Tudor,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Evans, Persick,
Yes.
Kerwin,
Yes.
Larry Hall,
Yes.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
all yes, motion passed.
I move to approve proposal from Strand Associates Incorporated for sanitary sewer flow monitoring and study in the amount of $26,500.
A motion by Alderman Tudor, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Kirby Hall. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Tudor,
Yes.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Persick,
Yes.
Kerwin,
Yeah.
Larry Hall,
No.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Studer,
Yes.
7 yes, 1 no, motion passed.
I move to approve True North quote in the amount of $9,780 for consulting services regarding the former Widows Laundry Home demolition and asbestos abatement project.
Motion by Alderman Tudor, do we have a second? Second by Alderman Evans. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Tudor,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Studer,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Larry Hall,
No.
Kerwin,
Yes.
Persick,
Yes.
7 yes, 1 no, motion passed.
Next scheduled meeting is Tuesday, October 20th at 6 PM.
All right. Ordinance and License Committee, Alderman Kirby Hall, Alderman Evans.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I move to approve ordinance number 15-09-15-02, an ordinance revising chapter 96 of the Wilmington Code of Ordinances.
Motion by Alderman Kirby Hall, do we have a second?
Yes, sir.
No, I need a second first. I need a second. I got a second? Second by Alderman Evans. Any discussion?
Yeah, I would request a motion to table. H.R. Green does have a couple of comments, and he's been quite busy. He was able to get it back to John Urban, that he would like to talk about the sign ordinance.
Are they significant discussions, John?
I haven't heard from him. We just sent H.R. Green the final one last Wednesday, I think, and Phil's going, he believes there's at least 2 conflicts. And it was written in there.
All right, well, can I make a motion to table my motion?
I mean, you could approve it, and then if there's conflicts, we could come back with an amendment. The conflicts might not need anything more than
That's what I'm saying, sometimes the conflicts may need nothing more than just a regress, and,
Yeah.
they can go from there.
That's true too, so, it's,
So, yeah.
you can approve it, then we'll.
Amendments can be real quick, simple motion to amend it
Yeah.
at the next council meeting, so.
And it's more of a legal, I think you just need to get John's opinion.
All right.
Go ahead.
Any
Go
further
ahead.
discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Studer,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Tudor,
Yes.
Larry Hall,
Yes.
Kerwin,
Yes.
Persick,
Yes.
all yes, motion passed.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, approve ordinance number 1509-15-03, an ordinance providing for the cutting and removal of nuisance green.
Motion by Alderman Evans, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Kerwin, any discussion? I think this is kind of different now, instead of saying grass, it's greenery, so.
Yes.
I mean, it's also a benefit, because it's now, I mean, you address shrubbery and stuff like that,
Yep.
that tends to be overgrown and unmaintained, where before we didn't have that option, so.
Yeah, and when
So
Joey
we
did
do
that
have-
research
we do
and
have-
saw, that's all.
We do have that issue on the South Island that Tony's been trying to work on.
That brownery?
Right when you're first
Oh,
coming.
the big.
Yeah,
Trees.
it's not grass,
Yeah,
it's,
it's trees.
it's all kinds of stuff. That, I guess that fence line where the trailers are at. And he's been addressing that
Well,
aggressively.
now we're able to look at it more, expand it more, we
Yeah,
gave this,
I agree.
which is good.
Okay, the next scheduled
Hold on,
meeting.
we still,
Oh, yeah, you didn't vote.
we're still discussing there. I know we're anxious. All right, any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Evans,
Yes.
Kerwin,
Yes.
Persick,
Yes.
Larry Hall,
Yes.
Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Tudor,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Studer, all yes, motion passed.
Okay, now, the next scheduled meeting is Tuesday, October 13th, 2015, at 6 o'clock p.m.
Thank you. Personnel collective bargaining, Alderman Hall, Alderman Persick,
Nothing tonight,
and no executive session, so that'll make everybody happy. All right, city engineer report there, Mr. Unitas.
Thank you. I apologize, I get my spreadsheet to Joey with all the breakdown and all this stuff, but it's written here on my sheet, I'll just kind of pass it along to everybody. 53 water main, all the water mains been tested, pressure tested, chlorinated, installed all the way up to First Street where the proposed connection will be. So, and all the services have been put in except for Burger King, Shell, Burkhart's, and one resident down the alley behind the currency exchange. So they came in today, got most of those services in there, so most all that is moving forward. We need to get all those guys connected before we make that final connection at First Street to get everything completed and move forward there. So that project's moving along, everything seems to be flowing all right. And,
What's the time frame for restoration?
we probably still got another month on this project, you know, to come back and patch and do the rehab on all the parking lots and the driveways and stuff like that. But, you know, they're figuring by the end of this week, all the service will be hooked up early, right, you know, on the new main and the other main shut down and get those old hydrants pulled off there and, you know, be ready to roll with the new one. We checked with all the businesses and the residents that are on there today. Everybody's is happy with what they had. They got better pressure than what they had before. So, keep in contact with them, let them know when we're coming there. You know, that way they know, you know, they're gonna be off for an hour or two. You know, they got some water there to move forward with whatever. So we've had good communication with them. Austin Tyler's done a great job with that. I give them commendations for doing all that. They've done well. Our MFT project, waiting for the final review from IDOT to move forward with that. I got review comments last Friday, sent those back, and I'm just waiting for approval from them on that to put that out to bid. So probably next Wednesday it'll be in the free press. As far as Bridgeport goes, the Alston construction and the deconstruction moving forward with the expansion of Building B, which is the CDC building, the original Building B as you come in there on the west side of Grass Camp. They're taking that building, basically doubling the size of that building and expanding to the vacant lot south of there too. So they're making that double the size of the building that's out there. So they'll be expanding the loop of the water main all the way around that thing, sewer and water, storm sewer and everything for that building they should just do us on that mass grade today, so that permit's been taken care of. Michelin, they've been issued partial occupancy on the majority of their building. We're waiting for final occupancy need them to take care of some of the water valve balls that we requested on both sides of their services. They have 5 services. We want our own valve balls on both sides of those services, so should something happen there, we can shut those services off ourselves in our own right of way. So that's really about the last thing left, other than what Chuck has been dealing with on the inside with them. Petro, they're installing all their utilities as well, storm sewer, sanitary sewer. They're still waiting on a water main permit, which we talked to them about, and they agreed to loop that water main through their property instead of having 2 individual water services to the 2 buildings. They are putting a complete water loop on their property to help circulate the water and get better pressure and accommodate for a future business on the north end of their property, maybe a hurricane or something like that they're planning to see come there. So that building and that property will have a service and a water main to tap on directly off of the loop that they put in there. The other CDC building back by the railroad tracks, they're pouring the floors in that building all week. They've been doing that. They're probably looking at next week or so, they'll be starting to pour the parking lot out there. And then Manhar's issued me plans to extend the Bridgeway all the way down to the lift station and the concrete patch plant. So I gave them comments on that extension of that road as well. So wait for revised plans back on that matter. But that's basically the list that I have. What's currently going on right now. Anybody got any questions on anything?
Quick update on 53 in Arsenal, or Piéton Blacktop.
The intersection there?
Yeah.
Those plans have been submitted to IDOT. Basically, they're sitting there waiting for us to obtain the additional right-of-way on the south side of Piéton Road to move forward with that intersection.
That could be next year now at this point?
Yeah, also the maintenance here.
Oh, the loops and stuff? Yeah, IDOT came out there, they evaluated the loops, see everything popping out of the pavement. They've contacted Mead Construction to come back and put the new loops in there. Talking with the guy from IDOT, we were talking about some of the pavement repairs and everything that need to be done there. He came back to me and told me that the state requires municipalities or counties to address their section of the intersection. The state was basically telling me their section on 53 through this intersection, the pavement itself is what's there. Anything on the side streets or the other part of the intersection are the city or the county. I asked this guy to give me something in writing, he did, I forwarded it on to the county, and I haven't really heard anything back from them on this matter yet, so I'm probably not happy with what I sent them.
Well, Kobe, you have to get some kind of open-end talks with these guys, because those they're getting really bad. Those holes are really getting horrible.
Well, the challenge has been, and I mean, to put it bluntly,
But not us. It's not us.
Well, and it's not, there's one specific property owner that we had a verbal agreement with. They changed their mind. They refused, because we was looking for that easement so we could go to construction. Because that didn't happen and they wouldn't sign, we have to go through what I believe is condemnation. There's a condemnation procedure you have to follow because for the benefit and the good of that. Because of the plans and the way they are, until those easements are acquired, there will be no building. So we have to use our legal work, even though it's on the county side, we use our legal team, they have to go out there and submit for that condemnation procedure to acquire that easement property. So this whole intersection can be improved, which is about 3 years behind schedule, if not more. It is bad. And I mean, that's the challenge we face. You're dealing with 3 different, we're ready to go. We've been ready to go forever. But the challenges we faced with IDOT and other agencies has been really the most frustrating part, because we think we're there, we get everything going over the wintertime, ready to move forward, and also something changes in the springtime when it comes to build. We were ready to go last year, everything was set, and then the new governor came in and froze every project out there. And that impacted this because nobody knew where the EDPs were going or if we were still going to get them or anything else. And yeah, it's more frustrating, real frustrating on my part, because we did a lot of legwork, and we got a lot of agreements with, we had agreements with those people that were impacted, and one chose to change their mind because they were looking for, not for something from us, they wanted something from another landowner, it had nothing to do with us. But those are the challenges we face, so, we're still progressing, I hope.
Oh, we are, and the maintenance issue, I did forward a letter to the district engineer, because it is a difference of opinion. They always did do the quadrants all the way up to the right of way, so east and west on Kankakee River Drive and on Peatone, they always maintain those, that like 40, 60 feet off of the intersection, because that's where the right of way ended. Now their opinion is, no, we go to edge of pavement only, we don't go to the right of way of the SRA, which is what Route 53 is called. So we're believing this engineer is just basically taken an interpretation from some type of document. So we're going to be meeting with the district engineer in Schaumburg, follow up on why they're not going to do that maintenance work, where the ditch is starting to fail, and all that gravel is being lost, and more pavement needs to be put in. We did tell the county it is their responsibility now on the east side, and that's what Cody was talking about. The county wasn't aware of that either. So I think both of us going to District 1 to find out what the new rules are.
And Tony, as always, I mean, you always take my phone calls, and Kobe also. It's a definite issue. Now that it's dried up, we haven't had the really rains, and when those semis come flying around that corner, they don't see how deep those trench outs are. And I mean, you actually see these trucks going back and forth, and people are sitting there at a stoplight, and it's very detrimental to not only just a regular person that doesn't understand what that corner is like, but to the residents themselves.
You know, we might take some video and take that with us when we go to Schaumburg.
Yeah, I would definitely, because they don't know, those trucks don't know that how deep those,
But up until recently, we've never had
ruts
such
are.
a challenge.
No.
I know, it's always,
They always come out and throw more gravel down and more asphalt.
I don't know, it's because it's their responsibility.
What happens if we had a truck come in there and tipped over?
That's their problem.
Something got hurt real bad, is it gonna be our problem, or is it gonna be?
No.
That's not our road over there, that's county's road.
But even on the other side, on Kankakee River Drive, it's part of the right of way.
Yeah, it's part
All
of the
that
right.
stuff, that's state owned.
So it's just a matter probably of someone misinterpreting.
We're hoping, we do know that there's a lot of things going on where they say no to now, where before they used to say yes.
and they're not marked properly either.
No, the paving markings are.
Right, they're not marked.
We'll keep you informed. Get that
Appreciate that. Thank you.
What do we got with Colby, right?
Yep. I think he's done.
City Administrator's report.
Yeah, I got a notification from the auctioneer today that October 28th is when they're going to do the cell tower auction. Just hoping to have all the marketing material available to start marketing it to the groups, and we'll move forward with that. And then just a comment, I appreciate you guys supporting us on the I&I, cost, the scope of work. And, yes, I get frustrated. If I offended anybody, I apologize in regards to it. So let's get the companies to win.
That's
What? You ended with that?
well,
Really?
No, I mentioned the always more offended.
Go Bears.
Attorney's report.
Oh, I didn't hear something about the Panthers. Nothing else.
Thanks. I've got nothing further to add than what's been already said.
Thank you, sir. All right, we'll get section, I've taken, hey, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned.